Hi everyone, my name is Frank, and today I'm going to talk about the LeetCode problem 2, add two numbers. So let's first look at the question. You are given two non-empty linked lists representing two non-negative integers. The digits are sorted in reverse order, and each of their nodes contain a single digit. Add the two numbers and return it as a linked list. So here is an example. For example, the number 342 plus the number 465 will get the result number 807. So please note that the least significant digit comes first, while the most significant digit comes last. So the idea is very simple actually. So we can just use the elementary math to do a digit by digit summation from the head to the tails. For example, let's say the number 342. Because the digit 2 is the least significant number, so we should start from the left to right. Let's say we have a carry whose initial value is 0. So let's add the 2 and 5 together, we get 7. Because 7 is still smaller than 10, so the carry is not changed. So like we just create a new linked list with the value equal to 7, and the carry is still 0. And now let's come to the second digit. So the second digit for the first number is 4, and the second digit for the second number is 6. So 4 plus 6 equals to 10. 10 is already greater than 10, so greater than or equal to 10. So we should reduce the 10 from the number and increase 1 to the carry digit. So the carry becomes 1 and the value becomes 0. We assign this 0 to the result linked list and update the 1 to the carry. And now let's come to the third digit, because 3 plus 4 plus the 1, which is the carry from the previous digit, the summation of these three digits is 8. So let's assign the 8, because the 8 is smaller than 10, so let's assign the 8 to the next digit. So we can keep doing this, doing this digit by digit until we hit the end of the original linked list. So the time complexity is On, because we need to go through every digit of the original two numbers. And the space complexity is also On, because we need to create a result. The result linked list is of the scale On. So now let's come to the coding part. So as I mentioned before, I want to use a carry whose initial value is 0, and we want to create a dummy linked list because it can make it very easy for us to handle the first node. So let's say the dummy equals to list node, and the value here doesn't matter, so it can be 0, can be 1. So let's just assign it to be 0, because the real number starts from the next node after this dummy node. So let's say while L1 or L2 has the number, so because we want to keep looping until both numbers arriving the end. So let's say the current node equals dummy. So the current node is to so the dummy node is to save the result, and the current node is a pointer to the node that I'm currently dealing with. And let's say the I equals to L1, J equals to L2, and while I or J, so the I's value equals I dot value, J's value equals to J dot value. And let's sum the I's value and the J's value and the carry together. So I val plus J val plus carry. So this should be the summation, but we need to determine if this value is greater than or like smaller than 10. So let's say it's a temp val equals to this. And let's say if temp val is greater than or equal to 10, then means we need to update the carry. So carry equals to 1. And the current node, the next node should be the temp val by 10. Because let's say if the temp val is like in this example, if the temp val is already 10, then we need to update the carrier to be 1, right? And also we need to assign this value to the linked list. So yeah, otherwise I would say carrier is 0 and current dot next equals to list node temp val. Okay, and after this I should update the I and j. I equals I dot next, j equals to j dot next. Also, because I have already added 1 digit into the result linked list, I should also update the result linked list. So I would say current equals to current dot next. Okay, but there's one problem for this solution. Have you found the problem? The problem is that maybe because the looping condition is I or j, meaning that if for example if one number is longer than the other number, then the shorter number will like reach the none node, right? So therefore this line of code will have some problem. Because of this, we should do some special things. For example, one thing is that if let's say I is none, then we should assign a 0 to it. So something like this. Because 0 plus something will not change the value. So if one number is already like reaching the end, then we should like just like assign 0 to the corresponding value. And here, if I else none. So it means that if one number has already arriving the end, then we should not like call the next to this none, because this will cause some problem. So I think in this way we can solve the problem. But there's another thing we should take care of. The thing is that even if like both I and j has reaching the end, but the carry can still be 1. For example, let's say we add 444 plus 555. The result is, oh no, let's say if we add let me just use a simpler example. 44 plus 56. Okay, so the result is 100. So these two numbers, like 6 plus 4 is 0 and carry is 1, and 1 plus 4 plus 5 is 10. So the result is 1 and carry is so the result is 0 and the carry is 1. So by the end of like when the code arrive here, the carry can still be 1, right? So we should still like add 1 extra digit into the result if the carry is 1. So let's say if carry equals to 1, then the current next equals to list node 1, right? So we should handle this special case. And let's return the result. And please note that I say the dummy is a dummy node, meaning that the real digit starting from the next node of this dummy node. So I will say return dummy.next. I think this should be work. Let me just run. Okay, seems good. Okay, seems good. Right. Okay, great. Yeah, so I think this problem is very like basic linked list question. We should like understand the data structure of linked list and how to like extend the linked list. For example, here, like we should create a new node to the current linked list and also like update the current node to the next node. We keep doing so, and we can like keep extending the linked list. Okay, all right. So if you have some questions, please feel free to comment under my video. Thank you so much.